Colorado
my
and how
trip
you
out
were
there.
so homesick and
Oh,
it was terrible. And but that the leaves were so beautiful on the trees, but that you got on the train.
and I cried all the way to Oak Creek, but I sat next to a lady who was bound for the same. She was a teacher bound for the same town that I was, and she was such a nice person. So when I got there, I stayed in the hotel for the first month, and I had this great big what do you call that?
Like like just a just
Not a
some kind of
suitcase. I
storage,
mean a huge. What do you
like a
call that?
wardrobe. Was it a wardrobe?
No, it was a great
Okay.
big box.
Okay, like a crate, just a big
Mhm.
crate.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And it was heavy because I had bought books, elementary songbooks that I thought were excellent because I had gone to Northwestern University that summer before, and I'd taken some courses from one of the authors of these
Mm-hmm.
singing books. They're called what is it? I can't remember the name of the series now. Anyway, they were for elementary, and they were very good. And I had everything I owned, in this great big crate.
Mm-hmm.
And my room in this hotel was way up on the, I don't know which floor. It was pretty high, so they had to carry that great big thing all the way up. And it was right next to the railroad tracks, and of course the train would come through. But anyway, this nice lady that I rode with, bought a little house in Colorado.
Oh.
And she asked me if I wanted a room there with her, pay her rent. So that was nice. That's what I did then, the whole time I was there. Yeah. Margaret Poland was her name.
I remember you writing to Margaret Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever meet her?
Mm-hmm. She came here one time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that name does sound familiar.
Yeah, she came here.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
How many years were you there?
2.
Oh, 2 years.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the kids were great? I mean, did you teach in a small school?
The elementary kids were great, but I had a junior high group that were terrible, kind of like what Madeline's going through. Terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. So
Yeah.
I never taught junior high.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
So, but that was your group? Did you have some elementary kids at the time?
Oh yeah, I had all the rest were elementary.
Okay,
and that was nice.
You were teaching K through like 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the school was. So you were the music teacher at the school. Okay. And then you decided to come back because just because you were homesick, or?
Well, I'd been there 2 years.
So you looked for another job?
Yes. And in those days, you could find jobs.
Yeah.
Jobs were plentiful. My folks wanted me to take a job. There was an opening in Pine Island, but you had to teach math, and I just wanted music.
You could have taught math.
I could have.
Yeah.
I could have. But then this came up.
Were you a double major, math
No.
and music?
A minor.
Minor. Math. Okay.
Minor in math. So I came to Grand Rapids then. My mother came with
I thought
me.
you were in Morris for a while.
Oh, that's right. I went to Morris next.
You went to Morris
for
next?
2 years.
Okay.
For 2 years.
2 years in Morris.
Mm-hmm.
And
then I came here.
then you came to Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
And then you said Grandma came with you?
Yeah, when I was looking for a place to live before school started, she came up here, and that was fun.
You found that little place.
Well, first I lived out on McKinney Lake in a room.
Nice.
And then I lived at the Tasca Motel where some of the teachers were. And then I moved down to Hawkinson Apartments, and that's what I liked the best.
That's the place that's down by KXE right now, right? Okay. Yeah.
That was great fun.
Pretty.
We called that the hen house.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. A lot of us single girls lived there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we liked that. That was very fun.
And so where was your room then when you were teaching in Grand Rapids? Where were you teaching? What?
I came as I didn't teach. I taught the teachers. That's what I did.
Oh.
I came, how often did I come? And they observed me, and I kind of gave them lessons on what to do. I suppose I saw them every maybe 2 weeks. And in the meantime, they would teach their own music. I did that for maybe a year.
So elementary students?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, because
This is
they
1
didn't
through
have,
6 now.
They didn't have
No
that
more
much,
junior high.
They didn't have that much music training, and they needed a music specialist to come in? Is that
Well, they
kind of what you
wanted,
did?
yeah, that's kind of what
Okay.
I was, yeah.
Okay.
And I taught the teachers to take
Okay.
over when I wasn't there.
Okay. So you'd give them lesson plans and then tell them
guess
what
I
to
did.
do? Okay, that sounds pretty interesting,
I don't
actually.
know. I don't know if I gave them. I can't remember if I gave them
Okay.
lesson plans, but I helped them anyway.
Well, how did you meet Dad?
Well, let me finish now about
Okay,
this.
okay,
Then I did this, I think, for maybe 2 years, and then Cherry Tinquist came.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then we decided to divide the schools up. She took Murphy and Riverview, and I took Central School and Forest Lake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we actually did the teaching then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
And
makes
that was
sense.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dad, the first time I met him was when I think I was downtown shopping or something, and Jeanette and Jerry Jetlin and Dad were just coming in from golfing, and they picked me up.
Mm-hmm.
And
you must have known Jeanette. Did you know Jeanette? If they picked you up,
I must have.
Yeah, there must have been
known
something.
them.
Yeah.
I must have met all of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, they picked me up, and I think Dad had on a funny little checkered hat and some kind of funny, and he never was a very good golfer, but he really had fun doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
he looked.
he was kind
cute.
of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
kind of funny. Yeah. So that was the first time.
So what was he like? He was funny. Was he just kind of?
Yeah, he was.
He was.
And when we'd go down to the farm, this is after we were married, he'd make my mother laugh. She would just laugh until she was sick to her stomach. Yeah.
He could talk.
And I'd always tell Mother, I'd say, "No, Mother, don't laugh at him. It just makes him go on more." And she would. Yeah, I remember that.
He loved it, though. He
Oh,
probably
yes,
could
of course.
just
Of
charm
course.
anybody.
Oh, of course.
He could talk up the
Of
street.
course.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you let him on for a while too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you date for a long time?
For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then didn't you break up with him
Yeah.
once too?
Yeah.
Why did you break up with him?
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I went with Bob King then for a while.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, he was a nice
Oh,
guy.
yuck. He was icky.
No, he wasn't.
No, Dad was a way better catch, Mom.
No, he was
I
a
had
good
Mr.
catch.
King.
Did
No.
you?
Yeah, he was weird.
Anyway,
Yeah. So then you decided no Bob King, and you went back to Dad, or what?
I guess so. That's kind of vague.
It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Probably don't have much memory.
I had a boyfriend in Colorado too.
Oh, what was that boyfriend like?
He was a cowboy.
He was a cowboy?
Yeah, kind of.
Seriously?
No, he worked on the railroad, really.
Oh, he doesn't
But
sound like your type.
that's where I saw all the rodeos and all of that.
Oh, he took you to rodeos?
Oh, well, he participated in them.
Seriously?
Yes. Didn't you know that?
Oh, no. What was his name? Oh, dear Mom. Finding out all kinds of dirt. So he actually participated in
Well,
the
sure.
rodeos?
Yeah.
And you'd watch him? Like
Well, sure. Roping cattle.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So he was in pretty good shape, too,
Oh,
wasn't
sure.
he?
Yeah.
Handsome cowboy? Did he
Yeah.
take you out riding, or
Yeah. I did go out riding.
you know how to ride?
I rode once. That's
Oh, my gosh, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was he heartbroken when you decided to leave?
Yeah, I
Did
guess.
he ask to marry you?
Well, no, you don't have to get so personal on
I
all
wanna
of this
hear
stuff.
all this.
You don't have to get so
I
personal.
guess he did. And then
You
he
don't
said
have to
no.
get
He
so
wasn't
personal.
Catholic, was he?
No,
Ah, that was it.
but he was ready to be one.
He was. Okay. Mom.
No, I mean, sometimes you just know
If it's right or
what's
not.
right or not. Yeah, that's
Yep.
all. No,
Yep.
no particular reason. They can be perfect people, you know.
Yes, I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But you broke up with Dad. But then,
And then I went with Mr. King.
did Mr. King was not right?
Yeah, but he was a nice guy. He was. We had a good time. He and I and Axel Lindgren and Agnes,
Mm-hmm.
they were a good pair.
Yeah, yeah.
And we used to go to dances and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh,
And
fun.
they moved to the Lindgrens moved to Seattle. And they stopped back one time. And they had one daughter, Judy. Remember, you played with, and she stopped and played with you in that fenced-in area. Do you remember that?
I vaguely.
Uh-huh. And he
Yeah.
died then, and I don't know if she's still living.
Mm.
Yeah, she was a great gal. Yeah,
Was
we
that
had
fun?
a lot of good times.
Well, it's funny how things work
Mhm,
out too.
yeah.
You meet people and then you,
All right.
and then you just, life just
Yep.
unfolds, doesn't it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad you fell in love with Dad.